Alrighty, so this is the homework from part 1 and part 2 from Friday's notes. So it's these 6 questions, so take a moment, pause the video, work on these 6. And I didn't check this in class, so I don't need to see your work, but you can work through these and then finish watching this video to see if you got the correct answers and the correct work. So pause the video now, or if you keep watching, we will go over the answers right now. So here we go. This first one, I see that log base 2 would be a good option here. But I could really do log base anything. Like, honestly, I could do anything. But I'm going to do log base 2 because I know that 4 and the 8 are both exponential multiples of 2. So if I do log base 2, that's going to bring this x plus 7 out front to multiply. Log base 2 of 4 equals x plus 3, log base 2 of 8. Log base 2 of 4, 2 to the second power gives me 4. And 2 to the third power gives me 8. Distribute, I get 2x plus 14 equals 3x plus 9. If I subtract this 2x over, subtract this 9x over, I am going to get 5 is our x value. There we go. Hooray, that's number 1. Number 3 then, I'm going to do log base 7 because 7 and 49 both work well with a log base of 7. They are both exponential multiples of 7. So the x plus 4 is multiplied out front of log base 7, 49 equals 18 minus x times log base 7 of 7. This whole shebang is 2, so I have x plus 4 times 2 equals this whole shebang is 1, so I have just 18 minus x. Distribute that 2. I don't really need these parentheses, so I have 2x plus 8 equals 18 minus x. I am going to add this x, subtract that 8. That gives me 3x equals 10. Divide by 3. I get that x is 10 thirds. Hooray! This one, a little more interesting. I am going to take log base 5/6 because that's going to make this side really, really easy to cancel. This one I'm going to do a little more work, but it's still going to work out very well for me. So log base 5/6, log base 5/6. That's going to give me 4x times log base 5/6 of 5/6 is just 1. So just multiplied by 1, which is just 4x. Now over here, the 9 minus x is going to multiply out front of log base 5/6 of 36/25. So I'm thinking to myself, 5 over 6 to some exponent gives me 36 over 25. I know that to get the 25, to get the 36, an exponent of 2 would be helpful. However, it's also reciprocated. It's the reciprocal of the fraction. So I'm going to make this negative 2. A negative exponent flips the fraction upside down. So I have 4x equals negative 2, so I'm going to divide by 4. I get that x must be negative 1/2. There we go. Oh, no. Sorry. Whew, that's why we check our work. That's just the logarithm, my goodness, but I need to multiply by the 9 minus x. When I distribute that, I end up with 4x equals negative 18 plus 2x. Whew, subtract that 2x over. Divide by 2. I get that x equals negative 9. That is a very different number. Glad I caught that. Alrighty, number 28 now. I am going to just take any logarithm I want, really, of both sides. I'm going to do I'm going to do the natural logarithm because my gut reaction was to do log base 6 because that would make this cancel out very nicely to x. But over here, it's just going to be as difficult to type that in my calculator if I did log base 6 of 28. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the natural log because my calculator can handle that very easily. So that's still going to give me x times the natural log of 6 equals the natural log of 28. I'm going to divide by the entire phrase ln of 6. Divide by ln of 6. Now, These natural logs don't combine in any way. It's the natural log of 28 divided by the natural log of 6. It is two totally separate entities. And when I go to my calculator, natural log of 28, make sure you close the parenthesis, divided by natural log of 6. I get a lovely, not really lovely at all, 1.8597, etc. There we go. We keep going. Number 31. This one, it makes a lot of sense for me to take the natural logarithm of both sides because the ln and the e will totally cancel, leaving me with 3x plus 1 equals the natural log of 51. This I'm going to evaluate at the very, very end, so I'm just going to leave it as ln 51 in this the rest of the solving. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. Now remember, ln 51 is like locked in itself, so the subtracting 1 just happens like outside of the natural log. Don't give me natural log of 50. Then I divide by 3, so I have natural log of 51 minus 1 all over 3. When I go to my calculator to type that in, I'm going to do parenthesis for the numerator, natural log of 51, close the parenthesis, subtract 1, close the numerator parenthesis, divide by 3. So I get a very not nice 0.9772. And then my last one, make sure the exponent is isolated before you take a logarithm. So I'm going to divide by 2.5 before I do anything else. So I have e to the x plus 4 power 14 divided by 2.5. I get 5.6. Then I can take the natural log of both sides. I'm left with x plus 4 over here because the natural log and the natural base cancel out, left with just the exponent. That equals the natural log of 5.6. Again, I'm going to leave that for now. Subtract the 4. Again, this is locked in itself, so the subtracting 4 does not affect the 5.6. So I have the natural log of 5.6 minus 4 on my calculator. Natural log 5.6, close the parenthesis, minus 4. So I have negative 2.277. Your answers are allowed to be negative, but remember, at any point, if we end up taking the logarithm of a negative thing, that is not okay. That is not okay at all, so you wouldn't have answers in that case. But in all of these, it worked out pretty well. So that is the homework from Friday. What was that? January 20th. January 20th. Again, I didn't collect that or check that. We checked the answers together in class. So watch this video for your answers. If you have any questions, please let me know. The next video will be another lesson on some other exponential equations that we are able to solve.